Hello guys, this video is another care collab that I'm doing regarding Neofinetia falcata and any other named variety. This does not include Neofinetia hybrids. There are quite a few channels collaborating in this care collab. I'll put all the names and the name of the channel and the link down below in my description box, and you please go and check everybody's video that I'm sure is useful for people who would like to grow Neofinetia. So as you can see, I have two Neofinetia falcata. This is Neofinetia falcata, and this one is a named variety and with lovely variegated leaf, which is called Gojofukurin, something like that. I'll put the name down in the description box. So I'll talk about this one first. This, as you can see, is not that big, is extremely slow growing Neofinetia. I mean, I'm sure there are more less grow, how do I say it? There are different types or different Neofinetias which are probably growing slower than this one, but this one is amongst the slower one as well. So I bought this last year from an online eBay shop, and it came with 6 leaf in total, and since last year it has grown 2 nice big leaf. So it's not that bad, but it's not fast grower either. So it's the whole year it just produced two leaves. But how I grow it, I just repotted into this little pot with pumice and sphagnum. It's actually due to repot this year. I need to repot the sphagnum, and I don't know, it was kind of an experiment to see how it grows with this, but it's grown really well, and this root had just started. It was like this, and it's grown like this much since spring, because they stop growing in winter, so no growth. It's just sitting there for a few months of the year, like 4 or 5 months of the year, and then they start growing in springtime, from March onward, and they start, or April I can say, yeah, start growing. So as you can see, there are lots of moss and some pumice for aeration I put in there, and moss to keep it moist. And I water it once a week. If it's too dry and too hot, I water maybe every 4 days, 4 or 5 days. But other than that, it doesn't have any special, it doesn't get any special care. It's just sits in the windowsill, south facing windowsill that I have on my shelves, and enjoys the sun and grows well. For now it looks nice and beautiful. I love the leaves. I don't care even if it doesn't bloom for me, but for now it's just growing well. I think there is a new nubbin, new growth, new fan starting from here as well, which would be nice when it grows. So yeah, that's the care for this Neofinetia falcata named Gojofukurin. Next one I have my Neofinetia falcata, which is just a normal one that when you buy it from the shop is just called Neofinetia falcata. I've had it for quite a few years, and it's been grown in into this net pot, hanging from the ceiling, and I put it into moss. It's all moss. I potted like the traditional one. I put a tiny pot underneath the orchid and tried to cover it with the moss. So that's how I repot this one, and it's been growing very well. As I said, I have it for like, I don't know, 4 years, but it hasn't bloomed for all these years, except the first year that I bought it from an orchid show, and it came with bloom spike, and it bloomed in the first year, which was a tiny one, a tiny orchid, not this many fan, but now it has so many fans but no bloom. I don't know what the problem is. I've asked so many experts about this. What do I do? They said south facing window should be okay. I thought maybe it's light issue. Somebody last year told me maybe it's a watering issue, because when they're growing they shouldn't be let to dry too much, and I let it always dry a lot, because once a week when I water it, it's almost very dry. So I really don't know what the problem with the not flowering orchid is, but as you can see, it grows very well, and I change the moss every 1 to 2 years, and now it's almost due for a repot, and it grows very well, as you can see, but as I said, it's very stubborn, hasn't bloomed yet. So and I like the look of it, actually. It's so big and nice now. I might maybe divide or do something like put some of it into I don't know, maybe self-watering, because I have my hybrids into self-watering, and they do really well in the self-watering. They haven't bloomed either, but they grow very well, because I haven't had them for a long time. But this one, I had it for 4 or 5 years and hasn't bloomed. So maybe I should divide and put some of it into self-watering and see how it goes. I don't know, I haven't decided yet, but I might do that. So for now, yeah, and I hang this into south facing window on my shelf. Same treatment as this one. So they grow well and they enjoy the sun, but hasn't bloomed for me yet. Okay, and that's it for this care collab. I have quite a few, I mean not quite a few, about like 3 or 4 hybrid ones, but this care collab is not about hybrids, maybe another one. And but these 2 are Neofinetia falcata that I grow at the moment, and I hope that you've enjoyed this care collab video. If you did, please go and subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Also check other people's video regarding this care collab, and yeah, talk to you later. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.